guys, welcome to part one of our 2020 France trip. We didn't think this was going to go ahead, but luckily enough the borders opened, we were allowed to come over, they were happy to come and fish the lake, so all is well and we are out fishing. It started off, we're on a massive peg. There's three of us. There's me, there's obviously Gav, and there's a friend of ours, Adam. The actual swim is huge, so I'll show you around the lake in a sec, but essentially I've got the left hand side of the swim, Adam's in the middle and Gav is over to the right, and essentially because of the size of the water we've each got, the only way I could describe it is a lake each to fish. It's a lot of water. So first thing, we got here probably about 9:30 this morning, and we set the bivvies up, set base camp up. Round about probably 11:30, 12ish, start to try and find them spots. I tend to use the traditional way, with a lead and a marker float. Gav tends to use a deeper. Now, there's a lot of weed about, and when I say a lot of weed, there really was a lot of weed about. So it's took a lot of finding. It's probably about, I think it's about 5ish now, or 6 o'clock. My 3 rods have only just been in the last half an hour. I've managed to find a spot that I'm getting a good donk on it, and it's only 15 1/4 wraps out. Getting a good donk when it lands, and I get a nice smooth drag when I pull it back with the spod rod, with the marker rod, sorry. So it's nice and smooth, and then it starts to get a bit juddery, and then it starts to hit some weed. So the part I've found is roughly a 12 foot in size. So I've got a decent amount to aim for. So I managed to get all 3 rods on it. I've got about 5 kilo of bait on top of it. There's some monster fish in this lake. I think the record is 68 pounds, something like a big common. So that would be absolutely lovely. So we've all got all 3 rods in now. Adam's just put his in, Gav's got his in. So fingers crossed we are going to be in for a good week. We're here for a week, Saturday to Saturday. Hence why we're going to do part 1 and part 2, because I think the video will be just too long for a week's worth of fishing. So keep watching, and I'll show you around the swim in a second. Gav will show you around his swim. We'll show you around where Adam's swimming, Adam's fishing as well, and hopefully we're going to have some absolute monsters to show you during this video. So keep watching, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have some absolute belters. So, oh, if you're wondering, the hat, Bankside Colt, quality. Top, really comfy, and to be fair, it's been red hot today. The wind's been relentless as well, but it's been red hot, and this is it's kept me relatively cool as well. So real top quality. So keep watching, and hopefully we'll have some massive fish to show you. So guys, this is my swim. Little home from home. I've put it, unfortunately I had a bite there, play with the alarms. Put it behind that tree there to try and protect me from the wind a little bit. So this is where I'm fishing with the 3 rods, and there are 15 wraps straight out ahead of me. See the bigger tree of the bunch over there, I'm straight ahead of that, 15 wraps straight out. This is the water that I've got to fish all of this, because there's no pegs at all on my side. So that's where I'm fishing. Moving over to the middle of the swim, and this is where Adam is fishing, and he is straight out towards the middle there. So that's where he is, halfway across the lake, and this is where Gav is. Gav's been a bit mardy, he's a bit tired. He's a bit tired. That's where Gav is. and he's straight out there. He's had loads of fish topping over his area, so fingers crossed he's going to get in for a bite. But he's not very happy. He's a bit stroppy. Oh, well. Just the liner. He's a bit stroppy today, bless him.
I'm not being stroppy.
So, last time we visited this place was last year. We come in May. Was it May last year, wasn't it? And end of April, start of May. And we never had a bite until the Sunday night, to be fair. So, with all the action, with all the rods going in, all the casting, all the spodding, probably pushed the fish out. So fingers crossed they come back in. So keep watching, guys. We've got some fish on there. So the update so far, it's now Monday. Yesterday, when we woke up, Adu was fishing in the middle. Now, on the lake we were fishing on, number 16, we'll show you. I'll show you later on a bit of an aerial footage of what I'm talking about. In the middle, he had an old road which is going from where he was fishing right across to the other side of the lake, and the whole road was about 3 foot all the way across to the other side of the lake, which in summer fishing would be ideal. However, because the bait he was putting out, the ducks were coming down, taking his bait and leaving them nothing there, so very difficult to fish. And either side of it, very, very, very weedy, very weedy. I managed to bag that £30 10 ounce lovely mirror that you've just seen. So we've moved on to one of the lakes at the back of the complex. Again, I'll show you that and where we are. But the swim we're on at the moment, it's a massive, massive, massive swim, massive amounts of water, and so far Ad has had 4, biggest being 34.8 I think, and Gav has also had about 4. I've had none. I don't know what's going on, but I've not had any yet on this lake. But I didn't get the rods until probably about 4 o'clock last night. Again, trying to find those spots. So in this lake, there is no weed whatsoever. There is no weed at all. It is absolutely spotless on the bottom. So bait presentation isn't an issue. I'm in about 7.5 foot of water. I'm about 14 wraps out. So fingers crossed, I'm in for a few fish. As a team, we've had 8 out, or 9 if you include mine at the other lake. So we're not doing bad. 9, and it's only the start of the second full day. So we're in for a lot of fish, hopefully. The reason we've moved to this peg is there's a local angler, a local French angler on here, and he said that this is prolific. He said he's had in a week, he could easily have over 200 fish. We've not yet to see that amount of fish, but fingers crossed we're in for a few. So I'll take you for a walk around the peg in a sec, and I'll show you where we are now, and I'll show you where everyone's fishing. But we've moved lakes, hopefully for the better. So let's have a look, and I'll show you around the pegs. So as I said, I'll show you around our new swim. It is huge, 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 huge swim. So I'm there. I've got 2 on the dance floor, and I've got 1 on a zig. Now, they keep topping all over my swim. So I've got a 5 foot zig out there, and I've got 2 on the bottom. Both on chocolate orange wafters for fish it baits. And not had anything yet, but there's time. This is where Ad is. He's straight out, 14 wraps, exactly the same as what I am. And he's had 4 fish, biggest being 34.8 I think it was. So this is the cooking tent where the lads are just cooking breakfast. Boom. Breakfast is on the go. So climb through the trees to get to Gav's swim. So this is Gav's swim. Lovely, lovely, spacious swim. Now, Gav is there, and he has 18 wraps. 18 wraps up there. He's had 4 fish, biggest being 31 I think it is. According to the weather forecast, there's some shocking weather on the way. A lot of rain on the way. So, might be in for a bit of rain. Hopefully it turns the fish off. So, we'll see. But, that's his lake. And like I said, I'll get an aerial shot of the whole complex, and we'll show you where we were fishing, and I'll show you that road I was talking about. So keep watching, guys. Hopefully we'll have some fish. But as you've just seen, Gav's had 4, so we're looking good.
Morning guys. Bloody hell, bit crazy morning. Nothing all night. Well, one fish in the night, sorry, only a small one. But I just started spotting. 6 spawns later. That's all I put in, 6 spawns. And I've now had 20 on the nose and a 30. So, try and get it up for you. There it is. Slimy little bugger. There's me 30. Oh, check that bad boy. Lovely fish. Absolutely lovely fish.
Okay guys, what I was going to quickly show you, the rig that I'm using at the moment. I've kept it as simple as I could possibly can. Because last time we were here, we really overcomplicated the fish and it wasn't working for us. And we spoke to, well, we messaged Dad to say, look, what rigs to use, but bear in mind we didn't really know what we were doing last year. We've improved a little bit come this time. So all I've got at the moment is the Rigworks curved shank hook in a size 4. Now all I've done is I have made a very simple German rig. So on this end it's just a knotless knot. I've got a little number 8 shot about 1 inch away from the hook, wrapped in a little bit of the Rigworks putty. This Rigworks putty is quality stuff. It's really sticky and really quite heavy. So a little bit of the putty there just to pin it down to the bottom so it sits on the floor like that. I've got about 8-9 inches of coated braid, and the coated braid I am using is the Carriere semi-stiff stuff. So then up to the tying on end I've got a tungsten anti-tangle sleeve from Rigworks. Again, real quality. When I put it in the bucket to test if it's working, as in to test to make my bait sitting right, when the lead goes in, it really does kick it forward, really does send it forward, which is exactly what I want. I want the bait away from the lead and I want it sat on the bottom. So that's what I'm using. That's what I had the 30 on, so I'm not going to change. It's doing the job. Obviously on this end it's going to be obviously a ring swivel, ring right mag shot to put the bait on with a hook bead. Again, they're from Rigworks. So be one of them with the hook beads from Rigworks as well. So quality stuff. That's what's doing the business. So fingers crossed, get some more fish. So it is now Thursday evening at around about 9:10, 9:15. Yesterday we found the fish. We really did find the fish. Where Gav was fishing on his swim, we put the deeper out just to see what was going off, and we saw a few small fish in the mid layers of the water. So we put the deeper out and we spotted just next to it to see what was going off. And as we spotted, a swarm of fish come in, ranging from small fish to little fish, small fish to big fish, a wide range of different sizes, which would tell us that as soon as the bait was hitting the water with the spot, there was shoals of fish coming in and mopping it all up in one go. So we've changed to 5-foot zigs, and I've come into the swim. So we've got a massive amount of water to fish between us both, and on any other lake this would be a double swim, if not even more. So plenty of water, and between us all now we've had over I think 80 fish between the three of us. It's just unreal. It's absolutely unreal. A massive haul of fish, and we've still got a full day and night to go. It's just been an unbelievable session. So I'll show you what we'll be using on the zigs in a minute. But essentially, it's from Rigworks tackle. It's their zig components and their foam, and it has been dipped. Mine especially has been dipped in the Fishy Baits chocolate and orange glug. And what I've been spotting over the top is the, again, Fishy Baits chocolate orange boilies and the sweet nut boilies, just crushed in a crusher. So it's a really fine dust or a really fine chopped boilie, so it goes really slowly through the water channel, and the carp can mop it all up. That's what I've been using, that's what I've been catching on, both on yellow foam, black foam, white foam, red foam, different kickers. And Gav's been doing the same, and he's been spotting over his test bait from Fishy Baits. Again, crushed into it, just on its own into a mix. And there you go, Gav's spotting and Gav's in. So let's get this recorded, and I'll show you. Gav's in. You in, mate?
Yeah.
Right. Let's get it in.
Me and Mikey just spotting. Beautiful place. There's my little slick on the water. So we're just spotting, and then Mikey gets a take. So I thought I'd quickly just show you what he's doing. So he is grinding up his boilies with a bit of maize in there. Just spotting that over the top like a bit of a cloud. He is using this one, chocolate orange. As you can tell, not much left. And he's fishing. We're both fishing zigs, Rigworks zig liners with different colour foam. I'm currently on a black and yellow. Mikey's currently on a red aligner with a yellow foam, red aligner with a black foam. So yeah, and that's what he's hauling them in on. So I've had a few. I'm up to 30s. Mikey's getting a few now. So we're doing well. We're doing really well. Hopefully another high 30 will grace the bank. What are you saying, Mike?
£42 last one, I'm saying.
Bless him. Mikey with his release shot.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
He's had a tough time and he's finally got himself a 30 on a zig.
Boom.
Come on, Mike.
Oh.
She's a fire on this one.
She isn't she? Oh.
She'll recover. It's the calmest she's been.
You're proper flappy, aren't you? Oh. So she's going. She's going. And there she goes. Yes.
I think we've had something like 5 or 6 fish this morning so far. Been going a couple of 3 hours. Mikey's in again.
Mad runs, aren't they? Mad runs. Rip off. You can never tell how big they are until they're about here.
Yeah, we've had some that come in dead easy and then they end up being 30 pounders. But we had a duplicate yesterday, which was really funny.
Yeah, double fish, didn't we?
Yeah, I caught a fish that we named Tumour because it had a bit of a tumour with a sore on the side about 2 days ago, 30, and then Mikey caught it yesterday. Hungry fish.
I just had a perch.
It's just a perch. Oh dear.
Our French trip consists of carp, bream, tench, perch and an eel.
I had an eel yesterday, yeah, that was funny. Alright, let's see the picture after then, guys. See what this is all about. So, the run you heard as Mikey was doing the final night video is this, what was it?
31.15.
31.15.
Lovely fish.
And there you go.
31.15 on a zig, on the rig works, zig liners, foam. Can't complain at that. Last night, possibly the last 30, but we've still got tonight to fish, so we'll see. Hopefully a few more. Here we go, just ran off and he's in. How many spods you get over, mate?
Probably about 5.
That's what he's spodding in. Just crushed up, boily. See if he lands it.
If I lose this one, I'm off.
If he loses this one, he's going to throw you on in the water.
Yeah. The same rig as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
What colour foam is it?
Yellow.
You feel decent?
You've got the swinging pendulum of the lead on a zig. Can't come in the chance.
Oh, I'm in as well.
Yes, definitely.
So, we are on our final night now. It is the Friday night, it's about 7:15, 7:30, and today has just been as crazy as the last 3 days on zigs. We can't believe the session we've had. Between us, we've had well over 100 fish. I dread to think what the total combined weight is, but we'll try and work that out. We've got a lot written down from the start of the week, but we were just starting to get one after the other, so trying to keep on track of it all has just been a bit chaos. But it's, as you can see, yeah, I was just about to get it out again. It's just been chaos. So mental. It's been an insane week. We've had lots and lots of 20s. We've had some smaller fish, but we've had multiple 30s, 2 40s have been out. We've lost some, we've got some in, we've been snapped, we've been snagged, and we've had carp, tench, bream, an eel. Gav had an eel. It's just been one of them crazy weeks. So roll on next year. That's all I'm saying. Roll on next year. We cannot wait either to come back here or come back over to France somewhere else. If anyone's got any recommendations of drive and survive places, please leave a comment, let us know, and we'll gladly have a look. But this place is unreal. There's that many lakes to choose from, depending on what you want to be fishing for. The big lakes, you know, you've got a lower stock but bigger fish. This seems to have a massive head of carp because we're just hauling them in. The lake behind over that way, we fished that last year. We had 32 fish. I had 12 fish last year. Don't get me wrong, I had quite a few 30s, high 20s and a 38.5, which I beat this time round with 42.10. £42.10. Can't believe it. But there are some, there's a head of 50s in there, a decent head of 50s. We know there's 50s in here because we've seen one come out. 53 came out of here last year. And the owner, Jean-Claude, says 27 kilos in here, so that works out about what, 54 pound, 55 pound. So they are in here. It's just where they are. So we'll keep going through the night, and fingers crossed we'll have another 40 and Gav's PB, hopefully. If not, he'll. Oh, I'm in. Ah, see you in a bit. Another brace. Another one.
Go on, Sober.
Here he goes.
Woo.
Straight into the back legs. Nee.
What? Mikey, that one.
What's in there?
Oh. It's hard to tell whether it's a good one or not. Just feels a bit flappy at the minute.
Snapped.
Oh, have I got you? You just had a run clean snap off.
Unbelievable.
Lovely picture. Beautiful place.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's a good, nice lake grow again, and that's You just can't stop them sometimes. So, this is an epic fight, this one. Yellow. It's been eating all my hemp. Oh, nice little comment. Right, been munching all my hemp. Oh, slippy little bugger. Beautiful fish. Sit down.
And we're going home.